All right, old radio night. It's 12/15/2018. Crazy man, you want to go ahead?
Okay. It is okay. All right. It is 116. The Crazy Man on the Galaxy Radio 40 channel. Upper lower side band. Of course, it's right here to plug into my radio associate. And you got the little ring bit inside of it. There's a damn mouse over there. I can't say the name on it. On the Galaxy.
Galaxy Saturn Turbo.
Well, that's what it was. I can't say that word. I tried it. That's why I go to Tuesday, see what's on my daggone head. Some what card I can't say the words or remember what I'm supposed to say. Anyway, I got a Max 2003. If the wind don't tear it up and bend it a little bit more, it'll be down on a 90. That's all I got right there. That's me. No, I'm getting out of here. I think. What the hell? Damn, I'm sorry. Somebody walked right by me. There wasn't nobody there. My head must be getting messed up.
Yeah, write down, get your sister to write down that stuff you're taking over there, because we might be able to sling some of it on the street.
Oh, you got that right. The one for the knee, for my knee joint, muscles in my leg. I've been walking all around the sidewalk around the trailer, couldn't do it. You got a river by there, you can fish in it.
He talks like this. Rah, 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 rah.
On the other side of the trailer, I can't make the trip around to my mobile home. I just walk out the street today. Didn't do no good to my quarter.
Yeah, Roger. Hey, I can understand the TV better than you can. You right now is who's that in there talking on that TV?
I tried to tell you who it was. Them guys are. There's a West, the fellow, the young guy. He's on channel so it's a 5-3.
Right. Well, that's a lot better there. I was going to have to call. Sundance to see if he could translate for us.
Oh no, he's like the picket fingers on, but he take it partner. He took it out. He's done it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about that slowpoke? Did you disappear?
I'm back on. Oh no, they ain't slowpoke.
How about at 987? Go ahead and tell us what you got going on over there.
All right, guys, custom done up. I guess I can't get it. Big boomer, flying into an Antron 99. I'm about 30 feet up on the ground.
10-4. Somebody was trying to come in there with you. Hold on just a minute. Was that you, Storm? Who was that just came in there, Bray?
That Big Ben trying to move my head. But I'm back in bushes reading the mail.
All right, Big Ben. Yeah. You wasn't covering him up, but y'all were kind of neck and neck, and I could understand both of you there. That was 987 over there, Johns Island area. And how's it been going up on your end there, Big Ben? What we do is if you want to tell us what you're talking on or whatever, that's what we want you to do there, right?
Yeah, Roger on that, huh? Talking on a little Cobra 2000 and running a little heater wire, 13500Z. Talking on my little ground plane there, Roger.
I hear you, man. Well, how's the weather up that way? Did y'all get any snow or anything up that way, or bad weather other than just rain?
We got a whole bunch of rain. It's raining for the past week, man. But no, we haven't seen any snow yet. Now, I hope we don't see no snow anytime soon.
Yeah, 410 on that. Well, Big Ben, let me stand by and see if you can hear that 987 there. He's trying out a new mic or something like that, and Crazy Man's in there. So good to hear you out there. I got you on YouTube Live, so you can check it out there. All right, we standing by.
All right, 21, we take it easy, take it easy, Kim. Hello, Crazy Man. Hello, 987. Oh, God, that was you, Mr. Big Ben. I'm just better listening. Hello, that Big Ben. Hello, that Big Ben. I know you got a copy of me or not. I'll try and get back to you there, Porter.
You got to push that green button, Crazy Man.
I ain't got that green button hooked up on this, and I don't want to do that. Two things against each other.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. Big Ben, Crazy Man was trying to come back to you, but he don't want to bump Leniers there, Roger.
Okay, Roger, I copy you. I don't know how to comment on that one. They right.
Uh-huh.
I said I copy you on that one. I don't know how to comment on that one. You don't want to bump Leniers. They right.
Yeah, I know it. That's something else there, man. When you got all them, the bump, ain't gonna bump no more with no Leniers. At 755, he's not feeling good. So, Crazy Man, you want to tell him? I hope you get to feeling better. He's hooking up another. I bet he's unbumping and he's unbumping Leniers and hooking up that 2985 there. I bet. Yeah, he wants a key on you.
All I told him was a good try. Well, he ought to be able to key on me shooting schools from years to you. Yeah, we all know how that goes,
Yeah, tell him to try it to, what's my friend's name up there with the Black Al Capone on the fancy magnetic mount on the back of his car. What's his handle?
Chili Willie, come on.
Yeah, Chili Willie. Tell him to hook something up to try to key on him and you.
Hey, okay, Alvo. Man, I don't know what's going on with that Chili Willie, man. I ain't heard of Willie in a good while now. He must be doing all this good,
Right. Uh-oh, what's going on? This thing done quit again. Oh, crap. Hey, I done popped something else on this cotton picker. I keep popping a fuse in there, but I don't know. And I got to deal with that. So we have to deal with it. You can still hear me there. A Big Ben. Oh, Big Ben can't hear me now. I hear somebody out there.
I barely hear a 500 in there. I barely hear him in there, but I hear him.
987, can you hear me there? Come on. See, 987 can't even hear me. God.
You dropped from a 9 to a 3 there, 21.
I know something went click. I don't know what it is there. I don't feel like messing with it right now. I was messing with it earlier. I had another old radio in here and hooking it up, and it's supposed to work, and it didn't work. I was changing crystals in it. I've been messing with my truck all day. I had the alternator and found one that would fit on there with higher amperage there. I got a Colorado, and no one knew about it on the internet anywhere, that a H3 Hummer 2006 would fit on my Colorado. It's a 125 amp at idle. Mine is like 40 amps at idle, and it goes to 100 at like 3,000 RPM. But this one here is 125 at idle, or 100 at idle, and 125 at 3,000. So that's a big improvement there. But I've been messing with that all day, and I'm worn out.
If you got a pusher and that truck, that ought to make it get up and go now.
Yeah, well, that's what burned up the alternator. It wasn't enough. And of course, it didn't help that it's got like close to 250,000 on the same alternator.
Now, seriously, that burned it up out of that 21.
Yeah, it's been working on it though. Lately, you had the headlights on, it tried to shut it down. So it alternator was getting weaker and weaker. But yeah, my nephew's come in from Raleigh, North Carolina. He'll be here until probably about 5 o'clock tomorrow, and we're going to get up early in the morning and put that thing on there. So I've been driving my wife's car to work, and the worst time I had to do it was when it flooded out downtown, and I had to go through water that was over the top of the bottom of the doors, and I had to do it to get down there. If I'd had my truck, I wouldn't even have bothered me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My yard out here is so wet. It's like soup, and I got a good fall on it, but it's just rained so much the ground won't hold no more.
Yeah, 10-4. Mine drains off pretty good, except up at the very front. There's like a depression up there that runs across some other properties up there, and I've been thinking about doing it for years there. I got a plow. I got to go up there and like a middle buster, run through there and open it up and drain it out to the road. It's just a gravel road out there, so it'll be all right. But this only happens once in a while. Seems like though every year around this time we get a bunch of rain. That's one reason I quit decorating outside. I used to have all kind of stuff out there and bows, and my wife would tie bows on everything, and every year we'd be back out there picking up bows out the trees and blowed down everything and all soaking wet, So this year I didn't even mess with it.
Yeah, I have the same problem out here. Mine, I got a big old pecan tree there. Me and you both take both sides to reach around it, I guess, but limbs fall out of it all year. Just kicks me dizzy, keep them picked up.
Yeah, 10-4, yeah. But anyway, my wife's got it taken care of there in the house. You can't move in there without knocking something down. It's kind of like a Santa Claus spider web,
Oh no! Yeah, mine's like that even when it ain't. Mine collects junk like you collect radios.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't say anything to her about anything, because she doesn't say anything about me getting radio stuff, and so I don't mess with her on what she wants, because, hey, too old and too late now to change anybody. Don't care what, it doesn't matter to me. Long as I don't have to lay on top of something in my bed like a dish or a plate or something to hang on a wall or something, I don't care.
Actually, I don't pay much attention to it anymore there, but anyway, got those ZD going tonight. Old Varmint 1000 there on a Mako V5000 there. That's about it.
Well, it's sure sounding good. It's kicking butt, man. How does that Varmint, how's it taking that 101 ZD? I mean, is it, you got it cut back on the drive?
I probably ain't keying too modulating about 40 watts into it.
10 Roger. That ought to do the trick.
You do 40 watts and you putting 10, 15 on me. Yeah, that's about it. That's the reason I hollered bring the dead key up on it 10 minutes ago. Wasn't enough, too much swing, not enough dead key.
Wanted to give y'all a message from 45, Mr. Palmetto, the Grand Master there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what is that, 21?
What now?
Different radio now.
Okay. You got something you can bump? You can bump lanyards now?
Oh, that mask kicking.
Roger, let me tell you what 45 wrote me on the internet there. He's having a get-together on Sunday, and so it's a Christmas gathering, social gathering, and he wants to invite y'all to come over to his house. You'll have to give him a call, text him, or whatever. And I won't be able to go. I've got to work on my truck. I got company from out of North Carolina, and my wife's going to go take them to church. And I don't know if I'll have my truck running by then or not, so I won't be able to make it myself. But he wanted me to take a particular 1036 and invite people. So I'm pre-inviting you to 45's Christmas social gathering. You have to text him and get information there, right?
Yeah, right, Texas. That's a pretty one. I ain't got no beauty. If I have one, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
10 Roger. Yeah, let me tell 755. Yeah, 755. I got my nephew. He's a mechanic in the Army, and he's going to help me. I don't need him, but do it. He wants to help me, so I'm going to let him. And I just, I don't feel like bending over the truck right now. My stomach being I had it operated on, but I'll do it if I have to. But we're going to put that thing on there. It's not that hard. That, you know what I'm talking about. You got one of them on your truck, just like it. I don't know why they buried it down in there, but anyway, it is what it is. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Hope you get to feeling better. There's Slammer. That's 755. You don't want to tell him, hope he gets feeling better there, crazy man?
I ain't heard it.
No, he's on the computer, trying to talk to me on the computer by typing in on the computer there. And, he can hear you, so on the computer.
Oh, 410. Him is that short people himself.
You don't want to tell him you love him or anything like that?
I like him. I don't love him.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Well, you got something you shouldn't have, and it don't belong to him, you need to give it back.
I don't know. He didn't go into detail of what he had, and I just let it stay like that.
I thought I'd get back to Big Ben out there. Oh, this radio right here, reach him or not.
Get Slowpoke to bust it on him one time, and then you go back. I haven't got my receive preamp that I give to people went out.
442. What about Big Ben? You out here? Come on, Ben. Those stinky feet or stinky toes out there. I know you read one of them copies, sir. Head over there. I ain't got the radio on. You got him in cold beer.
Slowpoke, you still out there?
Yeah, I'm still here. He probably hunting skip somewhere on Big Ben. And other up there, Big Ben, Slowpoke, we giving you one shot.
If you can't get him, he can't be got.
You got that right. He's lost himself.
Yeah, he's probably up on 28 there hunting skips what Big Ben's doing.
Roger. I tell you what, I was walking around out there in the yard a while ago, and luckily I kind of felt something giving way, and it's a daggum moles dug tunnels. Shoot, I'd have went up to my knee in there.
Yeah, I hate them things. I ain't got them too bad anymore. I used to have them all big time.
I had a few of them over here in front yard. That little bit of front yard I got. Which was a little more fruit because of that grass I had out there. The whole damn lawnmower. Poop. But damn, I can't get it out. I could try to pull it, yank, and everything else get it out of that yard. I could carry it out, and I moved it. Somebody told me what to do. Get a piece of pipe buried in the ground and turn around and hit it and bounce up and vibrates. You watch them, if they are in that, they come out of there.
Then what do you do?
Put a pipe in the ground, buried it in the ground around 2 feet till I hit that clay. And turn around and get the hammer, hit the pipe, and
Then they come up on the ground.
If you get out of all that vibration, hurt their ears.
Then you turn the dogs loose on them.
No.
We just let them lay up on top of the ground.
Yeah, I got a bunch of cats over here that they can take care of.
You ever had roasted gopher?
No, I don't know about roasted or not. Never tried to eat one before.
Right.
I know about just by your antenna, that one you crank up. You get a bunch of them by there, save the holes to put in there.
Right.
You got it bad by there, or them go. Good on them damn animals.
Uh-huh. Been thinking about getting a bunch of broken glass bottles and taking and throwing them out there on the yard and turning them under with a tiller, letting them dig through that.
Oh, Lord, my God, they cut this up all to pieces. They can't see any damn way.
Yeah, you'd probably call PETA on me.
What a pedo.
People against ethical treatment of animals, you'd probably call them and say, that 21 over there, he's messing up with the moles. He's messing up with the moles.
Just sit back and think about it. I don't want to talk to that fellow.
I hear somebody, me, like that. What happened to 987? You got to get him. He can't hear me.
That brother in the video, I don't think he'd be picking nobody up out of that.
Can you call him?
Hey, that brother out there got that Budweiser in his hand there. You got a copy? Oh, man, don't start that. You ready to sell him out. What are you two trying to do to me?
Who are you talking to?
You.
What's that? No, I want you to call 987. Just ask him if he's still out there because he can't hear me. I don't have nothing. I don't have my reverse preamp on.
Yeah, I ain't got that preamp neither. I got 3 of them. Only 2 of them working.
Right. Well, try it with the 2 you got and see if he's out there because he didn't ever tell us what he's talking on.
Hey, somebody talking out there. I don't think it's them, though.
That bleed over too.
Yeah, I know. I went to that one strong enough. No, I don't want to bring you like I had 4. I'll tear up everything in there. How about a 987? What you getting?
There's 15-4. Hello, 15-4.
Hello, 21. We just read the mail. I tried to call at 987. I know you should be able to hear me. Unless he's taking a 10100.
Yeah, a while ago he said he was eating something and then he had to go and do a 10-100. I guess get something in and get something out, right?
That's right, but he came back while you were talking with 500, and he said he was back.
410.
4. Hello there, 15-4.
Hello, crazy man.
I'm getting back to you real good.
Yeah, trying to get it.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Don't make me sound like 3 now.
$15-4. I apologize for not having my loaner preamp right now, the one that I give out to people. But right now I'm fresh out there, so I'm just using what I got. And y'all are going to have to get something on your own to hear me better with, instead of me having to provide you with something.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we don't have no problem here. No doubt about it. But I'll go ahead and say what I'm on, which is the same stuff. Strike Cobra 97, Mako V5000. We talking on RF 28
Roger, sounding good.
Sounds better than mine.
Well, this is the radio that Mouth of the South gave me. The radio, I call it a dirty diaper special. I just made that up just now. It's a Cobra 21 mobile radio, and bought this D104 from him to go on it. And it's basic radio. It's got a volume, a squelch, and a mic gain, and a CB and a PA, A&L off and on, and a channel and a meter. It's something like that would be good for Crazy Man to use in a mobile. I would like to get one and see if I could invent a radio that would have everything all in one. The one big knob in the center that would be the channel, volume, and everything. When he turned it on, it just it was on, you know. And but anyway, it's what I'm using.
That's right. Well, that sounds pretty good back this way. That's the same one Mouse was talking about last week, right?
410.
Still the same to me. It still sounds strong. You got me over in the strawberry patch.
Trying to get the meter where I can see the trying to get the camera where I can see the meter, but it's a little hard there. I'm gonna try to get a little bit better there where the S meter reading.
You put 15 on me over here.
Meter sticking. That's what it is.
Well, you'll get a hammer tap on it.
I have to take it apart and work on it a little bit. I got about 3 of these same radios right here. I got one of them like brand new. This one here is like brand new also, but I got one of them that's really, really like brand new. But anyway, this one here is the one he had set up, and I wanted to try it for he got away. He's moving out, about 5-6 more days there, Crazy Man?
You still got radio?
I don't know where he went. Everybody's dropping like flies. I can't 987, he's gone. Crazy Man at Mark Tiger said there was a guy that sounded like you on the radio years ago. I think what did he say his name was Nasty Man. And you're Crazy Man.
Nasty Man, eh?
Yeah, Nasty Man.
Just like that word drive around the band, eh?
Yes, Stinky Man.
Yeah, that's right, Stinky Man. Holy, he was stinky. Stop by the doggone green light and take off from the red light. Thank God, no.
Yeah, that's the kind that you send them a Secret Santa package with a bar of soap and some deodorant.
That's why somebody's eating good. The hippie over here. Send a bar of soap and something put underneath the arm. Better he's thinking all the time.
You know, Lil Abner in the cartoons there, it used to be in the Sunday paper. I don't know if they still have Lil Abner and Daisy May or not, but he used to have this guy's handle or name, not his handle, was B.O. Plenty.
Hey, you on that?
Hey, 21, I heard my vertical side time.
Sounds great.
Yeah, right. I got a better grip on you on the vertical side than I do on the ground plane.
Okay, well, yeah, you're dragging me in. You're amplifying me backwards.
That's right. On amplifying you backwards. We not running no longer receive amps out there now.
10-4. Well, your antenna is kind of doing the job there, and but I appreciate all that you can do for me.
Right, okay.
No, that's really, really blasting in. I just got to get mine back up. Shoot, every time I go to do something, it's raining or cold or about whatever, something there. But it's coming due. And eventually I'll get through with other stuff and get at it. And so, well, anyway, hey, I've got more stuff to fix now. Yeah, that's the way it is. But I don't know, 987 and let's see, 45. He's at the hockey game, and Slammer, he don't feel good. And 1940, I think he's still kind of under the weather. And Wizard, I don't know, he might be working. And Bullseye, you heard Bullseye, the crazy man?
No, I hadn't. I don't know where that rascal went to. He should be out. He said he can get missed tonight.
I heard Lucky today down on the Super Bowl around 5 o'clock. He was out there fat living with Stone.
Oh no. I know you're trying to wonder what happened to me then.
Isn't they kind of kin folks or something, or what?
I don't think so, but they was out there fat living and 123 and Lucky and all and Stone. They were out there talking.
10-4.
I go out on Channel 6 all the time now. I can get out and talk to them boys about that. The other videos I had over here wouldn't do.
Weird radio here.
Damn, puppy.
I just wanted to see what it was putting out there. Let's see. Let me turn the mic gain down. 3 watts. Yeah. Almost 10. But I don't know. It might not like this radio. But it loves that. I like to use that Brown and Golden Eagle Mark IV. So I'm going to have to start back using that. That's my regular talking everyday radio. That's what happened. You know, you keep messing with these other radios, and you don't have them lined up just right with every other things that you have, and you have problems there. It's you got to watch it. Anyway, that's all good.
Whatever I did some job for you, Dr. Bedford, that is key in 7, and when you whistle and talk into it, it's swinging up to 9.
Wow. I sure don't need to give you a reverse preamp. Yes, 15-4 the other night. I was talking with you and talking Skip or whatever, and I'd had the battery light come on my truck going to work, but it would go back out, and as it would the RPM would slow down, it'd come back on, and then it would go back out. And at the end of the day, it didn't drag or anything when I tried to start it at work. At the end of the day, I got to Montague Avenue, and I was running I was keying down pretty hard, and I noticed the truck was starting to buckle a little bit. So I got off of it, and I made it to College Park Road on the overpass, and somebody come in there from Skipland, so I hammered down on them, and everything shut down, and it was dead all the way. So I coasted all the way down to this road off of College Park Road down there. Sat down there for 3.5 hours, pitch black, dark, no street lights, barely made the front and rear tire off the pavement. And these people flying through there trying to hit me in the back end. It was terrible, terrible. I didn't know anybody, the telephone number, the record to call. I did get one, though. But my daughter had left her phone at home, and my wife had dropped the phone she had on the tile floor and busted it. I'd called her 18 times. But anyway, the truck came and flatbed and put me on it and brought me home. And then today, me and my nephew went and got a higher output alternator instead of it. Nowhere on the internet does it say that a Hummer H3 alternator will fit my truck, but it will. So I made history.
When you left money?
No. It was about 10 to 5. And, but when I got down and coasted down, I coasted about more than 1/4 mile downhill and kept on turning. I wanted to get off. I should have went into the service station. I don't know why I went all the way down in there. If I'd have just went to the service station like I should have, but I thought that I could get down there and give my wife a call. What I planned on doing, it might sound crazy, but I've done it before, is get her to come down there, get her car running, take the battery out of her car, put my battery in her car, put her battery in my truck, and then drive the rest of the way home. But she didn't know I was calling, and she was worried where I was at, but she didn't know what in the world was going on. Whenever that wrecker come in there with all those lights flashing and all that sound like air brakes going and all in the backyard, she come out there, she didn't know what in the world it was. She said she had thought that it was the EMS bringing me home.
That's right. That's probably scared her. Ain't no doubt about it, and not especially not knowing exactly what was going on. But I'm glad that it did turn out right. But around that time of evening, now with the way time is and the way the sun sets, you didn't have a whole bunch of time before we got dark.
No, and down on that road down there, it's way back in there in the swamp, and it's no street lights. There was a guy actually walking down the side of the road right across the street from me, right on the side. I couldn't even see him. I'm not kidding you. That's how dark it was. But eventually my blinkers went out on the truck. The emergency flashers went out. And so every time a car would come, I had a flashlight in there, and I was moving it back and forth, you know. Boy, it was cold out there, too. I tell you what, I was so glad to see that wrecker come. But anyway, no big deal. But I got a better alternator now. Instead of it being 100 amp, it's a 125. So it should be almost all that I need. I really need more than that, but that'll do with something else I'm going to use.
Right. Well, I'm glad you got it figured out. But you said the alternator off of H3 fits on your truck.
Yeah. I've got a 04 Colorado Z71, and you know, I've got some parts off of a Hummer H3 on my truck now. I've got the leather seats and all out of one. No, they just fit right in there. It's basically the same frame, engine, transmission, and everything. So that's how I figured it. I saw that alternator looked the same. A friend of mine's got a H3 Hummer, and I looked at the alternator, but it's so far down on the side and buried. But what I could see, it looked the same. But I was going on different websites and checking, and now it won't fit. It won't fit. I think what it was is that the stock alternator, the only one that came with, was 100 amp, and they just didn't do the research. But after I went to Parks Auto Parts, I called them first, talked to the guy, and he said, "Yeah, come on down, we'll pull both of them." Well, when he was doing it, he cross-referenced it, and it said it would fit. I said, "Well, let's get it anyway and look at it." Well, the 100 amp one was lighter weight, picking it up, and didn't look as beefy, and had less coils inside, and one I got now is a lot heavier duty, so I was glad. Although it was like $60 more, that's okay.
Right. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you.
Battery's still good. It just alternator wasn't running it, and it just wasn't enough to. I have got a voltmeter back on a piece of equipment back there, and it had dropped down to 9 volts.
Damn right. So that means you were running everything straight off the battery because you didn't have no alternator kicking it up. Ain't no doubt about it. Well, I'm glad that I know you wasn't too happy with having to stand there in that cold and wait, but I'm glad that it wasn't no worse than it was there, right?
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, it's a learning experience, but I put on the internet this website that about Colorados and canyons that it can be done and it will work. So there benefits somebody else because it's not just me. Anybody that's got a bunch of extra lights and stereo equipment and all like that, they need a little bit more. I saw other alternators that were up to 200 amps, but they were close to $400, and there was a lot of reviews on them that they weren't like they said they were, and don't buy them. So, but this one is a lifetime warranty, and I can take it right back to parks and no problem there. So anyway, all right, well, I'm going to shut up about what I'm doing. Maybe that 987 will be back out there. I'm standing by.
I would have came out there 21, you know, I can't see in the dark. Okay, what kind of lights it is. But my light's pointing on the ground there. But I wish I could come out there. I'd light them damn places up over there and all them damn Mexicans I'd stop.
Yeah, 10-4. Let me see where that Jeff Barnett is at. He said he got his 40-foot flat side looking at Charleston. And maybe 15-4 could point his 40-foot flat side at Jeff. I don't know. Jeff will come back in there and write where he's at, and I can tell it 15-4 maybe can put something on him out there. How you like how I give you that 48-foot there, 15-4?
Yeah, you gave me about 40 more foot than what I had.
10-4. I hear somebody out there, but I can't tell where they're at.
There's somebody out there. I can't quite make out where they're at. You try to say something, I don't know.
Oh, he's in Charlotte, North Carolina, 15-4.
Charlotte, North Carolina?
410.
Oh,
Wait a minute. He's got no. Oh, yeah. Okay. He said JC, then he put NC. Okay. I got you. That's where he's at.
Then right, okay, we got to look and see where Charlotte is in relation to where we are now.
Roger. I've talked up that way before. I can't remember who it was. Used to talk to that guy up in I forgot what his number, 84 or something like that. He used to be a Mako dealer. He had about a 100-something foot tower with a set of Gizmochi beams on it. He sold Gizmochi, and the name is mispronounced. It's not mispronounced. They just say the name of that town different than other people say that they have the same name, and I can't remember the name of it right now. Anyway, I talked to him a couple of times, but up that way, I forget another guy that was in Charlotte. I don't know.
Well, 21, best I can figure is not too far away from where I'm pointed at you now. Is where we ought to be, but we on the vertical side. I'm going to put that right side.
Roger. We're on channel 12 there, Jeff. We're on channel 12, AM 12. $15.4 is going to point the beams, turn the flat side on you in just a minute. When you get on 12 there, let me know. Oh, Lancaster. Yeah, that's right. That's what he said, I guess. If somebody said, no, that's Lancaster. It's Lancaster is what they told me. I forget his handle there, 84 or something like that. That's right. At Lancaster or Lancaster. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's spelled the same.
Hey, he's in Lancaster or Charlotte?
No, the guy I was talking about was in Lancaster. They call it Lancaster. That's what they call it up there. I tried calling it Lancaster, but they said, no, that's not right. But yeah, he's in Charlotte. Jeff is up there. He said he's got his flat side pointed down this way.
What's his handle?
All right, hang on.
Hello, Dirty Diaper.
Is that don't tell me. Oh, bootlegger.
Good answer.
You're really coming in good tonight. I'm just running barefoot right now. I give out all of my reverse preamps. I don't have any more right now to give out. I apologize.
Well, that's all right. You doing okay? I can smell your feet. I know you're running barefoot. Come on.
Roger, talking about that. Up in Charlotte, they 15.4. His handle is Chicken Foot. Being he's talking about feet there, that the bootlegger. Yeah, we're that 15.4 is going to try to make a run up to Charlotte, North Carolina, to see if he can hook up with a Chicken Foot with a 48-foot ground, a set of beams on the flat side pointed down this way.
That sounds like a deal. I've got a Chicken Foot up around Charlotte, North Carolina, 15.4. Chicken Foot, 15.4, right downtown Charleston, South Carolina. We trying, baby.
I don't know yet. Let's see if he says something on the feed there, chat, whatever you call it.
He's going to try it once again. Chicken Foot up around Charlotte, North Carolina. Chicken Foot up around Charlotte, North Carolina. Be 15.4, right downtown Charleston, South Carolina. We calling, baby.
He hadn't acknowledged anything yet on the writing part, but I can hear you real good. Bootlegger, can you hear that 15.4?
No, I can't hear him down here at Niceville.
You kidding?
All right. I sure can. I don't know what it is. I just got this big stick up in there about 30 feet.
Yeah, well, he was on the flat side, pointed away from you probably. You was on his back door, and yeah, he was painting a stripe across the top of my building right here when he was going up that way. I don't know. Chicken Foot didn't acknowledge anything yet. So what you been doing there, bootlegger? Did you work today, or you been taking it easy?
Yeah, I'm off Saturday and Sunday there, Timbo.
Roger. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you know what? Friday night. It's going to be a pretty day tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, I slept till about I got up at 4:30 this morning and did what I needed to do, and then got back. Then I got back up again about 11 o'clock. Wasn't anything I was going to do anyway much. I was worn out from Friday, so had some company come in real late Friday night, and they're going to be leaving later on Sunday. But anyway, they went. My son-in-law, my daughter, and my nephew. They all went out bowling, and so I'm. My grandson's here with the better half, and I spent time with him. So I come out here to have quality time with Bootlegger.
I hear you. Well, we had to hook up at the first year. I got a ground plane. I got it deassembled under my work shed. I just got to make a piece of pipe, put it up about 40 feet in the air.
10-4. I hear you. Well, that'd be great.
Give me the time 15 for a storm with the wave.
Good evening, Star Patrol.
Is that you, Storm? You can't hear me.
All right. Dirty Dopper, you take care, man. I'm going to shut this thing down. I think I'll holler at y'all guys.
Hey, before you go back,
All right, there, Bootlegger. Appreciate you stopping in, man. So we'll get back with you there. And, hey, take it easy. I'm back out.
Yeah, bro.
Bootlegger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right, Turkey.
What's up, you got it?
Chuck's doing it.
Yep, just kind of reading the mail on them fellas.
Yeah, post that. All right, man, let's go stand something down. You take care. Have a good one, the safe one. If you go out there playing in the mud and the water now, you know you can be dirty.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
all that water, they'll drown.
I know you're right. I think a couple more is coming in. They're coming strong across my base station. I got I got turn channels back to them. They call me 116, the crazy man over here in Berkeley County was back out.
All right, well, 116, you take care.
Get even to you, Bootlegger. Get even to you, Bootlegger, before you get out of there. 15 folks, they want to smite it. Make it say good evening to you. Let you know you're doing your thing around North Charleston like you always do. Bootlegger, 15 folks, I'm clearing out.
Top of the night to you too, 15-4. Be lucky. Lovely lads in South Carolina said that.
Yeah, right on. Lucky. Good evening to you, man. And I heard Stone out there too. I just didn't want to keep on with him trying to talk the Bootlegger way out there. But good evening to you, Lucky.
10-4, right back to you. Y'all take care. We're kind of copping the mail a little bit. Heard y'all in there.
Come on, Lucky.
Oh, I think that was 116.
That's right. 116. I ain't know that. Bullfrogging 2 ducks. One of a single duck over this one.
Good evening, 15-4. I thought you just ignored me if I wasn't talking. But good evening, time 15-4. Good evening, the man with the duck. You know who it is on my quiet.
That sounds like a little squirrel coming in on you. Yeah, we heard you, man. We can't help it. You loud mouth there. We just didn't want to keep on Bootlegger. You was talking way out there. All right, good evening to you. I'm clearing out.
Oh, dear.
Hey, 15-4.
Yes, sir.
Chickenfoot said he heard you. He did hear you, but he just doesn't have any good condition to try to get back there.
That's good, man. I'm glad to know that at least we put a signal out there. No doubt about it. Okay, appreciate it, 21. Back in these bushes.
Roger. Yeah, it always is good to get a long distance radio check like that, and that's what I like that too. So I'm glad you was able to hook him up. All righty. Hello, Lucky. Hello there, Storm. It's 21 Barefoot Radio. I'm standing by.
Top of the evening to you, 21. Lucky said that.
10-4, Lucky. Have a good one, man.
You too. Take care now. Good evening, 21. 21 was strong with the way you go.
10 right there, Storm. Yeah, I wanted to holler at you. I wanted to see if Crazy Man could take over the Mickey phone and have him in the Mickey Ficky. I got to go get me another Coca-Cola. Hey, I'm back out.
All right, at 21, I see you. Bye, bye, bye.
Great.
Don, the Crazy Man, waving.
Right back, Crazy.
I think he goes in my driveway.
I'm down here on 26 and 78 there, westbound road, isn't it right?
I know you're right. Yeah, well, I thought about it. Get my 2 cents in there.
Yeah, dear.
That's my second radio. I had it on the Galaxy. I can't remember place to start against my Galaxy because it's got 1 bill inside of it, and I didn't know how to work that part. But well, I got a Ranger base station over here. I hooked it, and I had that hooked up to that. I'm pushing around 200 out of it. I can pump it real high. I didn't want to.
That sounded good. That don't worry about things. It sounded good. That right.
I know you're right. I know 2 truckers coming in when they're trying to talk to each other. I think they got the hint. These big radios out here walking right over them.
TFO.
You're going to make Storm mad. You're talking about walking on truckers now. You're getting on thin ice there, Crazy Man.
We can't help it. Do that me all the time. They pay me no damn attention.
More Junkie. Hello, More Junkie. And More Junkie, he's up there in the Midlands, in South Carolina. Crazy Man, I had to go, but I'm still going. I'm back out.
Don't worry, you went in out right quick and back that quick, too.
Can't stop talking. I got to go.
Okay. All right, that's 21. I hope you're on it going now. You better be. I don't want deer because I'll be killing us deer tonight. Hope it gets it overcoat, so.
Hey, Lucky, you still got a copy?
Yeah, bring it on.
Oh, yeah, TFO. Yeah, just went past the rest area, that place. Just went past the rest area, she headed on to the house.
Yeah, 10-4. 10-4. Yeah, I kind of made me a little side trip over here by Nigel's. Check a sign I saw. They have live music over there now during the week sometime.
TFO. That plug, you know you need to be going on to that house now, that plug. Somebody standing there with a switch waiting on you.
got to make that Walmart run.
Damn,
Boy, she ain't saying that with the baseball bat to be lucky.
Well, you know about them, how you say, Tupperware rolling pins?
Oh, yeah.
You pull the top off of it, put water in there, and stick it in the freezer. Versus sakes alive, then when they beat you upside the head with it, they let the ice melt so there ain't no evidence there.
Yeah.
That's what you really got to watch out for.
That's right. My second wife did that to me. She said, I knew you didn't mess around with one wild woman. And she's sitting at home with a damn pistol, waiting on that some gun get home. She had me pull up in the yard with a 92 Pontiac station wagon. Damn, when they tighten up them daggone cheese pipes on this car.
Oh, mercy, she threw something hot at you out there.
Oh, yeah. His daughter, she's 18 years old, and she wanted me better than her mama had me. So about me and her mama hooked up, he said, you ain't been married to my mama long. All right.
Mercy. And like you going back to Walmart when I heard you, I didn't key up, but I heard you and Storm and 123 talking about that E85 and all that stuff. You was going to Walmart then, weren't you? Yeah, that was what, Wednesday or Tuesday night? No, that was a big here. It was probably around what 3, 4 o'clock, something like that. Oh yeah, we weren't at Walmart. No, we were over at Lord have mercy, the steakhouse. Not Logan, what the other one? Texas Roadhouse? Yeah, right, okay. I thought you was going to Walmart, and when I heard you just say you gotta make a Walmart run, I'm like, you must have been out in Walmart. Nah, I kinda get over there sometimes though, I walk around, but yeah, I was telling him then, I heard him earlier in the week when he was telling you about he got a hold of some of that messed up gasoline out there, right? That's right, that E85 is what he got. I think that was a driver mistake. Because I don't even think at that station they even have E85, but he probably had that on his truck and loaded up that tank with the wrong stuff there, right? Yeah, dropped the wrong load there. That's a distinct possibility, sure is. Of course, I hope they straighten Lonesome D out, because that $1,200, that's a lot of money to pay to get to get your tank straightened out and all your stuff cleaned up and stuff. But that caretaker got 900,000 miles on that vehicle. Mercy, yep, it sure enough is, though. I tell you, that's aggravating, though. Whenever you go to the pump like that, it's aggravating when they got the wrong thing in there, like how it was when I used to drive the big rigs. You put that diesel in there, and they got more damn water down in the tank than they got diesel fuel, right? Yeah, right. But that E85, that ethanol stuff, that's some good stuff now. There's some hot cars running that stuff. Your car has to be set up for it with injectors and all that. But that caretaker has 50 horsepower just having your car set up to run that E85. They don't travel with that. They only use it when they're expecting a couple of drag racers and stuff like that. But that's some instant power they get. Yeah, 10-4. I wish I could run it in my little old mule out here. I just stick to the regular and some of that octane booster every once in a while there. Yeah, right. Hey, them kept me with them Mustangs and GL1s and them kind of vehicles. Hey, they setting them cars up. They put that tune on it where it can run the E85 because 50 horsepower right away. That's pretty hard to do. You got that right.
Lucky you drive an 18-wheeler.
No, I used to. I had to give it up about 4 years ago now. I had a stroke and it messed up the vision in my right eye there. I can't see like how I used to see, so I just kind of gave it all up there. I ride around in my little Xterra with my grandson there, right?
I hear you. Did you ever run across Super Transmitter?
Uh-oh, you still in there, 21?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't drive no more, but Storm does.
I say, did you ever run across a guy who used to be on the radio that drove, called himself Super Transmitter?
Not that I recall. Was he from the area here?
He used to live up there around Cross, up in there, another name up in that way up there. I don't know. He was pretty big into CB radio stuff, and he died there, died of cancer, and but he'd go all over the place in his 18-wheeler. He was pretty big into, CB stuff, and used to have key down contests. And I think he might have been up outside of Utahville, up in there. And I don't know exactly what year it was, 92 or something like that. I don't know. Last I heard from him.
No, that name doesn't ring a bell, but I tell you what, if you've been around here any length of time, back in the day when old Storm Patrol was living over there around Mount Pleasant or somewhere, we used to talk to this old fella called North Charleston Gator, and there was another old boy named Renegade over there in Goose Creek and Pine Tree up there towards Monk's Corner that we used to talk to a lot.
Yeah, Roger. Well, the only Renegade that ever was on there was me. That was my handle. I know North Charleston Gator. I just changed my handle a while back because of a little bit of a conflict with new ones coming into town. But there wasn't no other Renegade around but me. I wouldn't have let them have it.
Mercy, when did you go by the handle of Renegade?
Well, from probably 1977 to about 6 years ago.
You used to live over there in Goose Creek?
No, I lived in North Charleston where the Coliseum was at, and Gator lived over there off of Montague back in that place over there. Remember the name? Right off of Rivers, right there. He worked for Matson Trucking Company, and that's Demel Matson. He worked on the trucks and all. And Alec Matson was Demel Matson's brother. His handle was Big M, and he owned all the sock stations around. But I was where the Coliseum was at, and had to move from there. And then I moved over to James Island. But I was always on the radio, like the Singing Squaw and all those guys back then.
About at 21, I kind of lost you there somewhere, and I went under a bunch of trees.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, we'll get together. Have you ever looked on the internet for let's see, DX Directory? Just Google DX Directory and look. It's all got all the states there. And look on South Carolina. You'll see my name on there. Can't hear me. I need a 10.5. That's terrible. I got to give you a reverse preamp.
I just bagged this thing in the driveway. I'm finna go 10-7. Y'all have a blessed night and good welcome to the weekend. Storm working in Suburban 10-7 and go.
All right, Storm, you take care of it over out there. If you get wet, you know what you can do with that. Stand by the fire. I catch you later. Call me 116. We'll back out.
All right, Storm, we'll catch you later. Doggone, like we said earlier, enjoy the evening with you and sis out there. You know what I'm pulling into right now, so I'll catch up to you.
Strong driveway, you in the wrong one, you get shot.
Yeah, Storm, you see you pulling up in the driveway.
Lucky, you still out there? Can't hear me. Isn't that something? $50,000 worth of equipment over here, and I can't make it across the street.
And when he said he goes 721.
Lucky? I didn't know.
Oh yeah, he's doing it every time when he's just in the driveway. He lives over there close by the white though.
Well, he should have been able to hear me. I know that Storm lives over that way somewhere. I didn't know. I thought Lucky lived in Ladson.
Oh yeah, Lucky does. Okay.
Where you at, 21? I got you in there now.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I was. You didn't hear anything I said there a while ago, right?
Yeah, I caught the part about going to the internet for DX directory, I think you said.
Yeah, just get on there and look up DX directory. You know, they used to have, and I guess they still have one. It was a booklet, printed there. Jack of Diamonds and Tom Thomas out of Augusta, Georgia, used to put it out, and it had all the people's handles in there. And I got the book around here somewhere. It's all raggedy up. I don't even know where it's at anymore. I've had it so many years. There wasn't no internet back then, but they had people's handles from all around and different guys that built amps and alternators and things like that for trucks and cars, you know. But now if you go on the internet, you can look up the DX directory, and it's got all the states on there of everybody that's on the, not everybody that's on there, but the ones that want to put it on there. You can put your handle and your name and what town you're in. So I'm on there as Renegade 21. I didn't go back on there and put Dirty Diaper on there because that my real handle is Renegade.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like I was saying years ago, as a matter of fact, the old boy's name was Jim Butler. And he lived over there not too far from the railroad tracks up 52 over there. Him and Pine Tree sold me the first Connex 33 I ever had.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I knew Pine Tree real good, but I sure didn't ever hear another Renegade out there because I'd have keyed on him.
I hear you. I guarantee. Yeah, they used to work on radios and stuff like that. I understand. I'm not sure, but I think Pine Tree may have passed on.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I went to his funeral. He's been dead about 6 or 7 years now. That's Horace. His name was Horace Counts. And matter of fact, I probably live right now half a mile from where he lived at.
Yeah, 10-4. I never did get the straight of where he lived at. I just knew it was somewhere out there not too far from Carnes Crossroads and all of that area out there around going towards Monk Corner.
Right, 10-4.
Well, fellas, I think we're going to call it a night. We appreciate all the folk in the sport. We always have a good time out there shooting there with you guys, and we'll do it again, no doubt about it. Y'all know who it is. I'm turning up.
All right, 15-4. Appreciate you loaning me a reverse preamp on your end and hooking up beams and all, pulling me in there. I tell you, it's great when that happens. I can feel like the hair on my arm standing up when you talk. You're just pulling me in. Hey, 21, I'm gone. Crazy man, where'd you go?
For me?
Yeah, 15-4 is going 10-7. You want to tell him good night?
Oh, I did 15-4. Was doing something over there. I don't know what it was. It must have been some dreamland there. I did 15-4. You take care of it going. And a safe one. God bless you and yours. They call me 116. We're back out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That was my mom. 10-4, 15-4. Have yourself a good one. Take care. Lucky said that.
Well, fellas, I think I'm going to do the same thing. Something done got on my leg and started itching there. And hey, shoot, I got it all scratched up. I want to go inside. I think it's just dry from the cold weather there and getting old, and so I'm gonna go in there and get inside and put some motion lotion on it. And I got to get ready for the old radio night on the internet, listening to them. They're out of California. I enjoyed it, and we'll do it again next Saturday night, 8 o'clock. Hey, have a good one. It's 21. We waving. I'll see you.
All right, Tony. I'll catch you sometime tomorrow. You have a good night. Sleep and rest. And you can't quit that scratching. But what you call them big band-aids on it. You won't scratch no more. They call me 116. I'm going 10-7 myself.
All right, 21, 116. Y'all take care. Have yourself a good night and a good weekend. What's left of it. Be lucky. The triple deuces. Downtown lovely lads. It said that.
See you later.
All right, Lucky. You take care, my friend. Want to get to hear you again next weekend. I know I get to hear you before then. I don't know. Depends on the on this town or what radio might be on. You keep trying them out each one. All right, Lucky. You have a good one. God bless you and yours. They call me 116 with 10-7.
Info.